I wrote a story for Axios, one of the first stories about some of the ingredients, the inflection points that went into Musk going ham on Trump, which is there were kind of four factors. And this is not saying that Musk was wrong or didn't believe in the debt issue which he raised, or the porkiness of this bill or whatever. Was that these four inflection points were he wanted favorable tax legislation for Tesla. He wanted more Starlink control or a contract for FAA's air traffic control system nationwide. He wanted to remain in the White House longer than the special government employee status had had required or had allowed.
Yeah.
And he was offended that the NASA administrator that he wanted was summarily and unexpectedly and surprisingly canned by Trump on Saturday night. So that's what I was told by people who had been talking to Musk throughout the process. And then today, despite a bunch of these MAGA people, the trolls on Twitter, like, oh, Axios, what do you know? Well, Trump basically confirmed it. So, haha.
Mark, what do you know about Stephen Miller, who's close to both men?
Well, he's no longer really close to Musk now, is he? Musk unfollowed him on Twitter, apparently.
All right, that I
So,
didn't know. That I did
yeah,
not know.
that someone who tracks those accounts posted that. You noticed that last week when Musk started to insult the legislation. I mean, that's attacking Stephen Miller's life work
Yeah.
because there's all of this immigration stuff in there. This thing passes, and it is the dream of Stephen Miller made flesh. And Miller had to go on Twitter, felt compelled to go on Twitter and say basically what these criticisms are not accurate about the Doge cuts not being vested and blah, 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 and all this fancy gobbledygook that most regular mortals don't understand, perhaps including me. So it's looking a little rocky at the moment. And the question is, what happens to Katie Miller, Stephen Miller's wife, who works for Musk or worked? I don't know. She's not returning calls, so we don't know more broadly either.
Oh, and Mark, I heard from someone in the White House that they raised the question. They claim not to know, but they raised the question. What happens to all the Doge people who are Musk people?
I
Some of
was
whom
told
have,
that I was told that they stay.
they stay.
Right, and that the NASA administrator was a special case. So,
But he wasn't axed for being a Musk person. He was
not
axed.
ostensibly, no.
He was axed for having a history of contributing to Democrats. That's what
Yeah,
was said.
ostensibly, sure.
What Trump said.